Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Psychic RoundTable. Now, this one is going to be it's going to feature first-time psychic experiences. We're going to be talking to some of our panelists who they've expressed a willingness to come on and share their first time. Sadly, AngelLynn will not be able to be with us. Some of the recent rain has caused a massive fibromyalgia flare-up for her. And so she is going to stay her butt at home in bed and recover. It is too bad, but I will say next time when we cover this, she's definitely going to be on. And we are going to be having Earl Williams, always a favorite, Sheena Divine of Divine Feminine Beauty, absolutely wonderful lady, and hopefully Rick and Nicole Sparks, and then also M. Wheeler, because I can't pronounce her first name the way she pronounces it. So here we go. And here's Sheena. Hi, Sheena. Good to see you, baby.
Hey, I feel like I haven't seen your face in forever.
I know, right? Oh, it's just been a while. Oop. Okay. M's trying to come on, but she's just like, she's not there. Hold on. They will need to connect their mic. Okay, hold on. And you gotta connect your mic. Ah, there she is. Okay. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Good. How are you? How are you guys? Hello.
We're good. By the way, Em over here, Sheena, she just got back from a gem show.
Oh, yes.
I've been following her adventures. I love it.
Now, did you bring me back that clear quartz souvenir that I asked for?
I brought a lot of crystals, yes.
AngelLynn sends her regards. She had a bad fibro flare-up, so she is not going to be in today.
Oh.
Let's all send her some healing and wish her lots of love and light. I'm going to go message Earl and see where the heck he is. Ladies, introduce yourselves and talk amongst yourselves.
All right. Go ahead.
Divine Feminine Beauty. I think I'm like a jack of all trades, really. I never really quite know what to say about myself, so...
All right. And my name is Mari. So pretty much, I guess you would say that unicorn, just a little bit of everything.
Unicorn,
I'm still working on trying to put into a small description.
There you go. Okay. So Rick and Nicole Sparks have expressed an interest in coming on. I don't know if they'll be able to be on. A lot always comes up for them. So I sent them all a message. Hey, where the hell you at? But, continue. Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your psychic experiences, the first time it ever happened. Tell me how people around you reacted. Tell me how it shaped your journey and your spiritual path. We'll start off with something more recent, like what you guys all been doing.
I'm surviving the eclipse. I think that's what we're all doing right now.
Okay, yeah. Seriously, what the hell happened? This has been longer now, 7 days or longer of absolute ridiculousness.
It's like, what's going on anymore?
Oh, it's like somebody just keeps throwing chairs at me.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I think I'm one of my reflections. I don't know if I wrote it on Facebook or if it was just on my reflections, but I was like, I feel like I'm in a tornado, like a universe tornado, and it's like a jackpot in there, but you have debris and your blessings, and it's like you're diving in, getting beat up, and then you grab onto a blessing, and then I don't know how to describe it. It's just like,
it's been weird.
Yeah, I will say there have been some really cool blessings, but man, I tell you what, the rough stuff, I think I've been hit by a cow, a truck door, a couple of ladders, definitely some chairs, and not the beanbag. It's like, Jesus, where'd the cow come from? You don't even hear it mooing before it hits you in the tornado and the maelstrom. Then it's just like moo in a very judgmental way. It moves. Jesus. Oh, God.
And I think I'm almost done moving at this point. I got a little left to do, and then I'm done. It's like, hallelujah.
Oh.
I hate moving. I hate it so much. So good for you, but it's going to feel so much better once you're moved.
Mhm.
And you have everything set where you want it to be.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten the last thing I have to put together is my bed. I've just been leaving it on the floor for like the last week.
Mm.
It works. I'll get to it.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, by the way, guys, guess what? The very first newsletter for the Des Moines New Age and Psychic Fair is out. I finally got it.
That's exciting.
Thank you. I'm working on one for the shop, but yes, I am so happy.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where can I read it?
I had to send it through Square.
Oh.
Yeah, I had avoided doing it originally, well, for a few different factors. One of the main ones is I can't pull it back up and look at it. Once you send it, it's closed off in Square. You can't see it unless you put yourself on the email list. But it was the only one that would actually work. I tried doing it through Wix. Now, keep in mind, I have like 4 or 5 different businesses through Square. I tried exporting all of the emails from one that has 400 over to Wix, because you got that export your contacts, import them, okay, CSV file. Out of the over 400, guess how many Wix actually found acceptable to take?
Probably 3.
38.
Wow.
Yeah. So I will not be using Wix to email until I can actually type it all in myself or find a different way to do it. But Square has a newsletter feature. I was just loath to use it for a few different reasons. One is the cost. It is costly to do emails over a certain amount. Like, I think if you get over 400, then they start charging you. But I've been fighting with this process, and I finally broke down and went back to Square, and you know what? It was a lot easier. So I was gonna do that. But
you have to put it in the Square list. Dang it. I want to read it. Shoot.
I thought you were on the vendor. No, that's right. Because all of the Square emails were before you were a vendor at the big fairs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't access that one, but I can put you on the one for the shop, which is going to have information on fairs on it anyway. Oh, Sheena, are you doing the Halloween fair and the Season of Souls, or what? Halloween fair is October 4 and 5. Season of Souls is the big one.
Oh, I can actually do both then. I've been working on my Halloween costume already for the show.
Aww.
By the way, everybody's very excited to see your aerial hoop performance. I've been talking to everybody. They're like, you have aerial hoop? I'm yes, I do. And she's doing Reiki at the same time. They're like, so yeah.
I've been practicing. I
think everybody's gonna be super duper excited. So
it's gonna be nice. Yeah.
Having a fear, like I'm gonna tonight I'm gonna get stuck in a loop and I'm not gonna be able to save myself.
Make it
putting on for dear life.
Like, you see me going too fast and my little toes don't touch. Come help me.
Make it part of the performance. Be like, and this is where we pause and get your practice move down. And this is where we pause for energy work. It's like, yeah.
Reiki feet.
Exactly. Reiki feet. You must channel it through the soles of your feet. Oh, no. Oh, Em, are you going to be able to come down for it? For the 3-day?
When is that?
October 31st, November 1st and 2nd.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, hell boo. But still, it'd be fun.
Yes, I will next year.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening this year, and it's just like, we just need to go in our cave and just like stay there for a little bit.
Did you already have your retreat, or is your retreat coming up?
So the retreat is in 2 weeks, like 16 days. Yep.
Nice. So what are you doing at the retreat?
So we're going to be doing a lot of different things. We are going to do some energy healing. A lot of the guests that are going, they're going to get their attunement for Metatron healing. So just teaching them how to use that modality. And then we're doing a lot of candle magic, cord removals. Yeah, just there's so much that I could say. There's a lot.
Dude, I think that's awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, I think she built a pyramid, a meditation cover pyramid too. I've seen
Oh
that.
yes, my husband, yeah. He was like, you know what would be really cool is if, we made like the pyramid, the Giza pyramid out of copper. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like a project for you because I mean it's not gonna come out like a pyramid at all. Like maybe a square.
I get that.
I saw that and I was like, man.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna add the quartz inside of the copper and yeah.
So he did make it.
He did, yes.
Awesome. Did he solder it or how did he do it?
He was able to find, oh my God, he told me what it's called, but basically it holds the pieces together.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Nicole is on.
Yay. Sorry, everybody. I'm babysitting and my granddaughter just went to sleep. So I just got your message, Alicia. I'm like, I better hop on.
Okay. That's great. Will Rick be able to join or no?
No, he has been up all day. We're messing with our truck and he works at 11 p.m. So he didn't get any sleep yet.
Yeah. Okay. He needs to get some rest.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it is so good to see you on, babe. She's been trying to get on here forever and something always comes up. But I'm a big one for divine timing. So, it's just, yeah.
Yep. Me too.
Today, my husband, Dennis, well, you guys, you all know him. We're good. He just started a part-time job at Hy-Vee. And so what he's doing is he's doing half days at the shop and then Arthur and I are coming in and relieving him. I got up 2 hours early. I'm usually good, good to go. Everything went wrong today trying to get over there. Even a basket of my mom's weird small hair clips that she keeps that I never touch spilled and dumped over and just splashed everywhere on me. And I looked at that and I was like, and Arthur heard me in the bathroom screaming, and he's like, oh, but and I called my husband. I'm like, okay, apparently something wants me to be late today. I guess I just avoided an accident. And then he told me the mall had been really hopping. Apparently a bunch of kids took it upon themselves to grab all those gumballs. I don't know if you remember the ones in front of my store.
Yep.
Yeah. They grabbed them and they shoved them all down the stairs to the
Oh my God.
See, everything is divine timing.
Yeah.
Luckily, none of the stuff broke, but yeah. Police were called. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Always divine timing.
We're going to blame it on the eclipse, everything.
Yeah.
Almighty. Nicole, how have things been with you on the little lunar eclipse?
With who?
Just your life in general.
I can't use cuss words on here, so I'm going to keep it clean.
Yeah, no.
It has been a freaking roller coaster of emotions up and down. 1 minute, I have to remind myself, and I'm sorry to keep repeating like Jesus and God, but I have to tell myself, what would Jesus do in this moment? And I haven't been doing that. So when I'm not doing it, everything crashes in my life and I'm frustrated.
I was going to say, Jesus would probably turn water into wine and call it a day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Jesus would probably do. He'd be like, no. Okay, we're good.
He would be out from the sun.
Today was a bad day too for us because we had the breaks going on and then everything with what's going on in my life. And then someone came, I just asked for help on Facebook. I'm like, look, I can't drive. I have no money. I need a C-clamp to fix my brakes. I have the brake pads. And an old neighbor of ours came over and he helped me. I told him, I'll give you money when Rick gets paid. He's like, no, all I want you to do is come to my house and we can talk and be friends.
That's awesome.
That actually opened my eyes, what me and him talked about, to understand God's love and Oh, and everything. And I'm an emotional person, so I cry at everything, and people think it's funny, but I love it. It helps me release.
So hold on, you and Rick can actually work on cars?
No, YouTube. We did like breaks. Like he had to watch YouTube.
You did your breaks off of YouTube?
Yeah, because YouTube is amazing. It tells you step by step how to do it.
No doubt that YouTube is amazing, girly, but I would be terrified to do my own breaks off of YouTube.
Well, I shouldn't say I did them. Rick did them. Then my two boys helped. I watched. I'm just like, yep, that looks good. Yep, what are you doing?
I'm the supervisor, making sure it was getting done.
Holy crap. Well, you guys are you guys are braver than I am. No, what is it? There are a lot of different things you can do on a car, but Dad always was a firm believer. You go to someone else for your brakes.
Yes. I told Rick from now on, it's going to the shop for everything. Because when we do it, I mean, they don't last as long as they should because we're probably not doing it right, honestly. But we save money. But I told him next time, take it to the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
It's worth the money to pay for it.
There are car mechanics for that.
Because I'm not a mechanic. That person's a mechanic. Let him do his job.
I'm not a chiropractor. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a lot of other things. And there are reasons why those people get paid good money to do what they do. Although you do have to find good ones. Otherwise, you'll be suffering.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow. Well, brave souls, though. Very brave, Nicole. Oh, my gosh. So, Nicole, introduce yourself to the group a little bit and, kind of tell them a little bit about what you do and what's been going on. And Sheena and Em, kind of chit-chat with her a little.
Wow. When me and Rick started, we wanted to do holistic healing. I actually went into it with the mentality, and I hate to say this, I had the God ego. Oh. I would pray to God, but I didn't understand how to put the intention behind your prayer manifestations because I didn't want to learn that. So I had to take time away from the healing business because we weren't getting customers for that reason. We were not aligned yet. We were still doing it with the wrong purpose. We were doing it for the money. Okay. You can't do it for the money. You have to do it with love to actually, I'm not healing that person. I'm helping guide them, give them different tools that worked for me or I know worked for someone else to help them discover how to love not only themselves, but to love God and then use that embodiment of love and love each other the same way you want to be loved. It's not that hard. People like riding a bike. Once you do it every day, you're amazing at it. But for some reason, like social media, a lot, like the news, they want to give you all the negative stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So that way your mind's aware of negativity. You always have these negative thoughts. Then you have to sit here and decipher in your mind. If I have a negative emotion, I used to react on it and think, oh, everybody hates me, this and this and this, and oh, everyone's behind my back. If you stop and process that emotion and ask yourself, why am I feeling this?
Yeah.
It's not always your emotion. I could be picking up the person next to me's emotion. And because I talk like this, no one in my family that's Catholic will talk to me. They tell me that I'm going to hell. They tell me I'm a devil worshiper. They tell me that I'm in the occult. So that's why I went quiet for a long time and had to do a lot of healing on myself because I looked at myself and I'm like, am I the devil? Am I doing devil work? And then it took me probably 3 months to understand, and with the help of all of you guys and with Rick and the faith of God, I understand now that that's their problem, not my problem. I can't make them believe what I believe because they're not ready. I'm not here to force it.
No,
I'm just here to the seed.
Inspire, I would say.
Inspire. There we go. I'm here to hopefully inspire someone to change something about themselves that they know is not good. Like how they're treating themselves or others. Like, do it out of love. Don't do it out of what can I get from this? You're not here to benefit yourself. You're here to benefit the whole society. We're here to benefit each other.
But that there does have to be a balance.
There has to be balance, yes.
You also have to take care of yourself and make sure you're not getting hosed.
And that's what I had to learn also. Because I was letting people use me because I thought that was, oh, they love me. No, no. If you love someone, then if you want me to respect your boundaries, then you have to respect my boundaries.
Exactly.
Tit for tat, a two-way street. It's like, it's not hard to understand, but people still are like, huh?
Well, it's interesting. I haven't had that kind of experience with Catholics. Most of the ones that I know or have been personally around, we have a lot of conversations, and we figured out that there's a lot of running themes through spirituality and Catholicism. Now, granted, we differ on some of the methodology, but
Yep.
They're like, "Can we pray for you?" Sure, go for it. I need all the help I can get. And they're like, "Okay, cool."
Like, I'm not going to say no to prayer. Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it. Pray for me. Yes, please.
But make that prayer with intention of love, not intention to bring me down, lift me up.
Oh, no, that's not what they wanted.
I know, but there are people out there that are narcissists that will say, oh, I'll pray for you, but they're jealous, or they see something in you that they themselves fear and don't want to change. So they say they'll pray for you, but they won't. They'll just give you bad intentions.
Hey, dude. Well, like Em and Sheena and I have all discussed, and I'm about to pull on Earl. There are plenty of people in the New Age, pagan, and metaphysical communities that they'll pray real hard for you.
Yes,
if you know what I mean.
You have different.
Here we go, and Earl's joining us. Holy crap, Earl! Are you okay?
Yeah, I laid down and take a nap earlier. Just got up.
Okay, I was worried. I'm like, oh God. How is the vertigo doing?
Better. Basically, it just affects me when I lay down at night, and it's still giving me the.
Oh God! All right.
Well,
I mean,
where's it stemming from? Like the vertigo, is it like crystals in your ears, or what's causing it?
I don't know. The doc never did find anything.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I would.
I'm not sure.
They're not very doctory lately.
They're not very doctory.
Maybe get a second opinion.
Yeah, I know, right? You feel like you're spinning? Yeah, even when you lay down. I don't know. Have chamomile tea, take a bath.
I feel like
it's like I'm going over backwards.
Oh, well, okay. Then what you need to do is get a hoop like Sheena and go frontwards. When you try to sleep.
Balance it out.
No.
It is free advice I give you. I'm not a medical professional.
I wind up breaking something.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dude.
How I manage to keep alive some days, I'm not sure, but every day I make it.
Well, Earl, we have Nicole Sparks, M. Wheeler, and of course Sheena on. AngelLynn has begged off. She's in pain, so she's gonna go rest. But introduce yourself to Miss Nicole and say hi.
Good evening. Well, I am the host of Pagan Artist Spotlight podcast here in Iowa, and I'm also the Midwest media rep for today's Witch magazine, and also the Pagan Chronicles newspaper.
Awesome. So how's it going on that front? How is today's Witch magazine going? How's Eddie Bear? And how's everything else?
Yeah, so far so good. Yep. In fact, he was bugging me just the other night, saying that he had wound up selling a full page ad for a year.
Yes. Awesome.
And yeah, we've got the September issue done, and that's getting ready to be sent out. And then we're going to be working on October's.
That is awesome. I'm so happy. I'm glad things are going really good for him.
I have a question. How do I get your newsletter? How do I sign up to get this?
Okay, well, if you're wanting the magazine, all you have to do is go to today's witch.
Hey, hang on, guys. BRB.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
But yeah, if you're wanting to get subscription to the magazine, all you have to do is go to todayswitch.net, and then you'll be able to sign up there. You can also contact Ed directly. Now, let's see, Nicole, do you have a storefront, or is it just online?
Right now it's online. We're getting ready to move, so we're hoping that we'll be located in Creston, Iowa.
Oh, okay.
In October or November. So that's what we're hoping for at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm up in Waterloo.
Okay.
Oh.
Where's Creston, Iowa
Um,
Creston is southwest of Des Moines. Or actually, I shouldn't say southwest, because yes, Creston is just a little ways southwest of Des Moines.
at? And you're gonna have a storefront there.
yeah, there's a lady that we met that has it's called the Emporium. It's she sells crystals, and she has a space there for rent that we're gonna go look at. And I told her our situation, and I said I won't be able to get it until late October, November when I move down there. And so we're going to look at it. She's like 3 different rooms, and she said we can have one. Whichever room we can afford, she said we're more than welcome to take that room.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
What is your specialty?
Well, see, that's what I've been working on for these 3 years, because I thought it's energy healing, but I also want to incorporate meditation and like working with your emotions. People need to let these emotions out so they can release all the hate and negativity and open it for love. And I'm having a hard time advertising that without people thinking I'm crazy. So I don't know how to get clients to come to me for that, because I'm not good at the business side of it, the advertising part of it.
I think authenticity and just getting up and, saying your truth and putting it out there, that's what's
Right.
going to draw people that are meant to come to you.
Exactly.
And actually today is divine timing for this, because I told Alicia I've been failing to show up for you guys. And I told her that it's not on you, it was on me, because I wasn't ready, because I did not hear the message I needed to hear until today. That's why I made sure my grandkids were busy today so I could hop on. Like I want to be in this community. I need to be with people like you around me so I can have this remembrance every day.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because right now the people I'm with or hang around, I don't hang around nobody, because I'm stuck at home because I feel like no one understands me. But when I talk to people like-minded like you guys, I could talk all day long. So if I talk too much, please tell me to shut up. I am a Gemini. I like to talk.
Never. Like I said, that's probably the key to your success, is just authenticity and getting, because I feel like you're just brimming with knowledge and information you want to get out there.
Yes, you're right. But it's all I was trying to control the timing myself instead of letting the divine timing do it for me.
Exactly.
So that's why I had to finally just let go of the control of trying to control everything. I can't control anything but what I do to other people and what I do to myself.
Yeah.
And when I talk to people, when I talk like this to my family, especially my mom who's Catholic, it scares her and she thinks I'm the devil. I'm like, if you're going to think that, then I don't need to be around you. I am sorry. I love you, but if you can't respect me without putting me down, then I don't need to be around you.
And one of the biggest things I had to realize in my life is that not everybody is meant to, I guess, hear your message. You're not meant to heal everybody, even in your own family. You're meant to heal the people you are meant to heal here and come to you. And sometimes it breaks your heart that it's not the people that you love the most, but that's how the game goes sometimes.
Well, it just kills me because I respect her boundaries. I only talk about God with her. I don't talk about the psychic medium part of it or the energy part, because she doesn't understand. That's what she thinks is the devil work. So when I'm with her, I don't talk about it. But if I talk about it online, she tells me, you better quit doing that or you're going to hell. She unfriended me on Facebook. She won't talk to me unless I go over there because she only, it's like it's a no-win situation. She won't release her control of what I do with my life.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm on the wrong path, but I know I'm not because I feel at peace. I feel aligned.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's all about. If
Yeah.
you're going to know in your gut where you're supposed to be, you know. And we have a comment.
Right.
Antoinette Brown, the wonderful Antoinette is here. Hi, Antoinette.
Hello,
How you
Antoinette.
doing? Thanks for joining in. She's probably going to have to switch from Facebook to YouTube. We've been having hell with Facebook too. Messages and everything else on the shop. Good Lord. But YouTube has stayed really steady, so yay. That's also why, that's why I sent you the YouTube link, because it's like, that one, I know they're going to actually be able to get in and watch it. Oh, man, it's been crazy. But it's been good. By the way, sorry, guys. I had to send my kiddo upstairs. He was waiting very patiently in the living room for me, but Abuela came home, so.
Oh.
You know. It's actually really nice. My mom is really, really good with my kid, and she and I have a lot of issues, but it's just so nice that she's really there for him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I always say she should have skipped over being a mom and just became a grandma.
Yeah.
No, she's a lot better at it, dude. Seriously.
That's how I feel. I feel like I failed my kids because I was stuck in that auto thing. So I to each of my children and explain. I always feel like I have to explain myself, but I explained to them that you turned out amazing because the way you learned from watching me fail. I failed them as a parent because I tried to be a friend instead of a mom. You know what? I want them to be, I want them to like me. So I was like, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can do that. Like I didn't have good boundaries. And so now I'm hoping to redeem that with my kids.
Had that problem with my parents. Before mom left, she never tried to get me to like her, and my dad was never about me liking him. My dad's a Capricorn and my mom's a Virgo. They're just like, don't keep my ass out of trouble, and that's it. I don't care.
That's all I say is Capricorn and Virgo. That.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you don't like me? It's like, it's like, damn. Oh, you don't like me? Well, so you don't like food now? What? I was like, okay. So yeah, no, they got it straight real fast. Apparently, and I don't remember this, but apparently, according to it's a convoluted relationship, but I'll just call her my Aunt Nancy. I was messing around. I wasn't that bad of a kid, but I was messing around under some coat racks. I was crawling underneath coat racks when I was little. This is before mom left when I was 7. Mom got so mad at me that she grabbed me, snatched my ass up by the hair, and carried me out the doors by the hair. And Aunt Nancy looked at me, and that's when she knew. That's when she knew I was stubborn as hell because I refused to cry. I refused to let her know that she was hurting me or anything else. I was just like, "Oh, you want to go, huh?"
You're like, "Give me some more."
Yeah. And my mom's just like, Did any of your parents ever have that with you guys where you're just like so damn stubborn? They're just like,
I'm an Aries, so yeah. I used to joke with people when I was younger with my hair. They were like, how is your hair so long? I'm like, because my mom snatches it out of my head.
Earl, M, either of you guys stubborn as kids, or were you love and light?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I was. I don't think I was stubborn. But yeah, I've always done things like don't like it, too bad.
That sounds stubborn to me.
It does.
According to my Aunt Nancy, she remembers, she's like, I was a horrible child because I got hit with everything. The belt, the flip-flop, the bag of bread, the bag of rice. Her mom was just like,
whatever they could reach, they're like, throw it at her.
Yep. So, yeah. But we all turned out good. So at least I think we did.
We're all living.
Exactly. I'm a firm believer that the most stubborn kids are the ones that have the true leadership potential.
That is
Exactly.
true.
Yep.
They're going to stand against all odds. Doesn't matter. It's like, you can't do that. Watch me. Here's a picture.
Yeah.
I have that curse so bad. Like, don't tell me what I can't or not gonna do, because I'm gonna put that on my list.
Yep.
Of what I am going to do.
Let me show you I can do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it video. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to mail the pictures to you every year. It's like, oh.
and
Quit well, but I'm going to try. And I'll keep trying until I get it right.
Exactly. You know, it's like, you know, and that is the weird thing. Maybe it does come from Nancy always saying this. She did the whole Yoda thing, do or do not, there is no try. And for me, it's always, I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I might pause. I might step back if I hit a plateau, but I'm always going to keep going.
Yep.
It drives Dennis nuts. He's a Gemini, and he's like, quit, give up, it's fine. No! It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Keep moving.
Yeah. He's a firm believer I need less caffeine.
There is no such thing as less caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, nah.
That's like life juice right there.
Damn Skippy. If it ever becomes illegal, you know where I'll be.
That'll be the day of revolt. That will be the day I've had enough.
I'm going to be off on my farm growing my coffee beans, being like, yeah.
Dude, could you imagine the market? We could be like dealing coffee beans, like, yeah.
Hold on. Antoinette, I was an angel, lol. The balls you were. I know your stories, Antoinette. She's a Pisces tiger, y'all. Everybody that gets a tiger kid has to have some real stern stuff, because that may be crazy. Crazy. One time, Antoinette decided to jump out her bedroom window with a sheet tied around her for a fire drill. That's what she was pretending to do. It wasn't on the first floor, guys. Okay. Yeah. That was.
How high are we talking here?
Oh, God. It was either second or third floor.
That takes a lot of courage and a lot of, you know what, kahunas.
She never had a problem with cojones.
Nope.
She never had a problem with courage. She
Nope.
had a problem with safety.
Yes. Please put a mattress down there and wear a helmet. Something, a trampoline.
Oh, hell no. That
First.
wasn't her style. She was like,
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a little sorry for her mom, but it's okay. Her mom's good.
She survived.
She took it all in stride. That was one of Antoinette's many exploits. And I think she was little at the time. She's like, yeah, let's do a fire drill. As a parent, I'm just like, never tell my kid that. I never want him to think of that. No. Oh God. I don't know. I think everybody here does have kids. All right. Any interesting stories with the little kids? Have they done anything crazy?
Well, let's see.
Oh,
Does shooting your brother in the hand with a pellet gun count?
Sure. Jesus.
Yeah. Years later, my brother come to me and said, "You remember what this car was? You don't remember me shooting you with the pellet gun?" That was you? Like, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, at least he blacked it out of his memory. Yay.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was a blank.
God. Wait, how old were you guys?
Let's see. I would have been, oh, shoot. I would have been only around 9 or 10 at the moment, I think, if I remember right.
And how old was he?
He was in his 20s.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Antoinette, we have better information here. Second floor did not broke bone. No broken bones. She jumped out the second floor. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then 8 years old.
It's old. Holy moly.
She asked me once if I wanted to have a kid in a tiger year, and I told her, hell no. That would be the only time I'd take birth control. All right. I can't deal with that. Honestly, I would roll them in bubble wrap and tape them to the ceiling. And if they wanted an adventure, I'd just swing them. There you go. There you go. There's your adventure. Good job. You know, okay. Oh,
Keep your arms and hands in at all times.
Yes. Yes. Just okay, there we go. All right, you know. Now I got a baby monkey, a fire monkey, but I am happy to say that he doesn't want mommy to worry, so he actually keeps himself under wraps. He just looks at me, I'm like, ah! And he's like, okay, mom, I know you've got enough stress. It's okay. He'll actually come over and he'll be like, it's okay. It's okay. Calm down. It's good. I'm safe. And then he'll go back to whatever he's doing. I'm like, wow. Kid, you are awesome and way too old for your body right now. But yeah, he's a good kid. So, back on topic. First time psychic experiences. How did it affect you? Do you remember when it happened? How did others around you deal with it at the time, whether you were an adult or a child, you know, doesn't matter. And then how did it shape your spiritual journey? How did it shape your views toward this area? Was it scary? Was it something you were curious about? What did it do? And then any tips for first timers or for people that are very new on this or
So many.
New to awakening, I should say. We're coming back full circle to
meditation for the new ones, like learn meditation if you want to start somewhere and then go from there, like before you get into or try yoga. I mean, prayer.
Yeah.
Yes, none of those have ever really worked for me.
No.
Never. Mm-mm. Like
a lot of times walking in nature just to ground myself helps me a lot, like being in nature, being on, you know, walking on earth barefoot, you're grounding yourself. That is amazing.
Yeah, that I can see.
The wind, fire, like all the elements, those help also.
Okay, so go ahead and extrapolate on that, maybe having candles in your environment or a fountain, something like that, or lots of plants.
Yes, like for air. I mean, if you go out, the wind is healing. I mean, water, of course, water. You can the fountain, the sound of water is very relaxing and calming. When it's raining outside, what do you want to do? You want to go take a nap because you feel safe. Most times, unless it's thunderstorming, then you're like, what the hell? Should I go in the basement? Is there a tornado? What's going on?
No, actually, for me, for my son, and for a few people I know, we actually like to go out in the rain and sit in it.
I like to go out. My mom was always the one saying, go in the basement. I was like, I want to go look at it. I want to go see this happen.
There's something about it. It just, I don't know what it is. It's just very, it gives a very different feel to the air around you.
I agree. I can. Oh, go ahead.
I'm usually out in it.
Okay.
Well, for one, I usually go out and help storm spot, and then either that or else I'm standing outside and just That's what most of us people here in Iowa do anyway.
I know, right?
I was gonna say it's a grand tradition.
Yeah.
Everybody's out on the porch when there's a tornado warning.
That's true. That's true.
But, I mean, the two, well, you and Sheena already know the two stories I've got. I don't know if Mari's ever heard of it. I know that Nicole hasn't.
Well, go ahead. Start us off, kick us off a little bit.
Well, okay. Now for Nicole and Mari, the first instance was basically back in my 20s when I was first started running as an EMT and doing a routine transfer from our care facility into Des Moines. Because back then I was living in Prairie City, which is right south of Colfax. And we were doing a routine transfer into Des Moines. Halfway in, I'm hearing this voice in my head said, "Nope, you're not supposed to be doing this. Turn around."
Wow.
It kept bugging me the whole way in. And then I started hearing our dispatcher talking on the radio while I was talking to the hospital, and didn't put two and two together until we get ready to take off from the hospital. And that's when I get told that after we left town, there was a 2-car collision behind us.
Oh, wow.
And we set a new speed record getting back home.
Yeah.
And at the time, I also seen both choppers from Mercy and Methodist going out. And by the time we get back, part of our crew that was still in town was on scene along with Monroe and Colfax, and plus the 2 choppers. Well, needless to say, I took the blame on myself because if I knew what had happened, I could have called ahead for support at Des Moines to come meet us, transfer our patient to them. We could have turned around and gone back home.
Yeah.
So I took that personally. And it took me a good long while to get over that. Then before I was due to get married, I was at my now ex's first apartment. Turned out her apartment that she was in used to be a funeral home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, over on the north side of Des Moines. And I still know exactly where that place is at too. But I got woken up in the middle of the night with plastic cups being flung back and forth across the kitchen and hearing kids laughing.
Wow.
And it's like, all I had to do was like, okay, you two, it's bedtime. We will play in the morning.
That is my favorite part of the story. That's
all I had to do is just tell them, okay, you two, it's bedtime.
That's pretty good. That is my favorite part of the story.
Definitely.
But then basically I've had Dad come to me after he passed a couple of times. And I mean, there's still an image there I'm still trying to decipher to this day.
I know, right?
And that was back in, he passed in what, 2007? Yeah. The one image that he sent to me is like, I'm still trying to decipher that one. So.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and then hearing Dad yelling at me, walking into the house. My brothers had the house all torn apart, redoing it, and Dad being pissed off because they weren't doing it the way he wanted. So he was yelling at me.
Never fun. It's like, dude, I had nothing to do with this. I am
Yeah,
good.
like Dad, this was not my idea. Stop yelling at me.
Yeah. Now, your very first one, how did the people around you handle it when you mentioned it?
I didn't even say anything. The only person who knew about it is I did have to wind up seeking out counseling, and I told the counselor about it.
Okay. What did the counselor say? What was their take on everything?
I think she understood what I was talking about. And she said that I did not. I think I remember her saying that I did not need to take full responsibility on myself.
Right.
Because where the accident happened was before the bypass was put in. The old highway out on the west edge of town, there was a house that sat on a corner. Well, the highway was bending around this house. And the mother and her kids in the station wagon was pulling out of that driveway for the house. Pickup came around the corner and caught them. Because it was a blind corner.
Jesus. And the next thing I have to say is how did it affect your forays into the spiritual path, onto the spiritual path, into the metaphysical?
Well,
what effect did it have? Cause and effect for you specifically?
It really, well, at the time, it really made me think about my decision to keep going with being an EMT or find something else. Because I mean, even when I went back into the hospital to get our gear, I couldn't even face the family.
Oh.
I was going to go talk to them, but then it got the better of me, and it's like I couldn't even do it.
Oh, jeez.
And come to find out, we lost the mother and one of the kids.
Oh.
Yeah, that one hit hard. But, you know, my gifts didn't really surface until after Dad passed. And that's when they kicked in.
Just because I'm curious, there were no incidents when you were younger as a child or anything like that?
No, I don't recall. I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, like you said, the images and everything that started coming to me didn't really start until after Dad passed.
Mm-hmm. Now, why do you think that is?
That I don't know, because I mean, like I said, I started receiving these images from Dad. Then I was having visits from my great-great-grandfather from the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I mean, I would hear him coming to me and talking to me. I never really, I mean, I could never see, but I could hear him.
Okay.
But the only thing I can think of is that's when I found my Native American heritage too, after Dad died.
Okay.
That could be a good explanation. Yeah.
I was going to say, now, people's gifts manifest at all ages. I mean, some don't even come till they're almost on their deathbed. Some come when they're early, like little kids, little babies. My question is, do you think it's something that flips on and off? Do you, just question to all of you, do you think it's something that we choose before we come into this life, a timing? So catalyst, timing, or do you think it's just divine timing? This is exactly when it was supposed to be, or do you think it's a mix of all of them? And each one of you weigh in on that with your theory.
I think it's a mix of all of it together, because I think they come when they're supposed to come. I think although I keep telling myself I never chose my gifts, I wouldn't have,
I was gonna say,
I still believe that in some shape or form we choose kind of the trials and things that we go through in this life. And it builds. Some gifts are there automatically, some gifts it builds. It's like a levels of stages of things for everybody, and everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my Claire. That's the story I was going to tell tonight. Is like the first time I realized I was seeing spirits, and how it played in my Claire audience. Because my whole life, I think this was in 91, and I think it was like 9 going to be 10. This was in December. It was going to be 10 in March. But I could always see things my whole life. But you kind of cock that up to like, adults tell you it's your imagination, blah, blah, blah. But I'd always seen things, I just didn't know what they were. And when my grandma had passed away in 91, and she actually passed away Christmas Eve, I could see her. And at the time I could not hear spirits, but I could see spirits, because I didn't understand how my clairaudience worked at that time. And that's when I learned that people are not too happy when they're grieving, to hear that, you can see they don't like that. I can't,
okay.
They don't like it. And, but that's one of the things that caused me to quit saying anything about spirits for most of my life at that point, especially when people were grieving.
Yeah.
And then eventually what I learned is people like to know about hauntings, or cool ghosts, but they don't want to know. Not everybody wants. Most people don't want to know about their own personal spirits that they're attached to grief with.
Exactly.
So
actually, I found that's not always the case. A lot of people that come into the shop, they want to know what happened to XYZ family member, and I'm like, let me go get you a psychic medium. Can I do it? Yes. Do I want to? No. Okay. I will be happy with my spirit guide readings. Thank you. I like talking to the professionals of the spirit world, not nobody else. Okay. That's my dad and AngelLynn's thing. Go have at it. Go have fun.
And mine works different. And even when it comes to mediumship, there's so many different aspects of mediumship. There's the clear hearing, and I don't have clear hearing. I have the jukebox in my head. You know what I mean? And I have to decipher the code.
Yeah.
Of the jukebox, to get my message through. And I always wish though I could hear them like other people, they're just right there, and be able to just decipher it like that. But it doesn't always work that way for me.
There is a big translation gap from spirit world to human. And the language that they speak in, at least for me, it's part feeling, part concept, part I don't know what. It's more effective than words, I will say that, but wow. It's a trip. It's a trip and a half.
Yeah.
Oy. So
Barry, what about you?
What?
Barry, your turn.
Oh, my turn? I was thinking about this all day, the first experience, and there's just so many. But the one that I clearly remember is being around 8 or 9. And as a family, we would go every summer to Mexico to visit my grandma. And so you have to walk outside to go to the restroom. And I don't know if I shared this here before, but I was taking a bath and then I just heard these coins falling down the drain or going down the drain. And so when I went back into the house, I told my parents, and my dad's just like, oh, no, that's not, no. Well, years later, maybe 10 years ago. It turns out that once my grandma passed and they sold the house, they were basically tearing down the house, and there was coins, vessels that were in the wall from like, I don't know how long. And then there's also bones that are unidentified that were there. I think that's the first experience that I had. I always remember having like premonitions. So like the last one that I recall is, I don't know, that was probably 3-4 years ago. I had like this vivid image of this truck, just like a big truck, just full of people just like crying or dead or sick. And I really couldn't tell what was happening. Well, the following morning when I wake up and I watch the news, which I usually don't do, there was like this big investigation because a semi truck was full of like these immigrants, and they're found like dead bodies. Oh, they found dead bodies, and a lot of people that were sick. So,
Oh, Jesus.
I think that's what really, it just clicked. And so the more that I think about it now, the more I try to go back in time to see like, okay, was that true? It was that part of my gifts that were showing up, and I just, obviously due to trauma and experiences, I just kind of closed everything off. I've seen one, I don't know, there's just so many. I've had past loved ones, you know, I'm at the grocery store and it's like, oh my God, you look so much like so and so. And I would take a picture. I remember vividly taking a picture of this one, and I text my aunt, and I'm like, does this not look like your dad, or am I just going crazy? She's like, oh my God, it is. And we made like this quick eye contact, and it was from that moment that I realized when I did see these beings that had transitioned to come back in the 3D where I could see them, they usually just want help or assistance to just like move forward. Yep. And so just putting light in that every time that happens, because it happens a lot. Those are just a few that I can remember.
Well, it's not about how many. It was always about the first experience. The key.
I just can't think. I think because I cannot remember which one was exactly the first one.
Do you remember maybe how you felt when things first started kicking off for you, and then how the people around you dealt with it and how it shaped your journey?
So we went back to the experience of the whole bathtub. Mm-hmm. Once my dad, you know, when we talked about it, and he's like, yeah, they found like these coins and this gold coins and whatnot. Then he opened up and shared where he was staying at my grandma's house, and this room, there is a spirit there, and he saw him. And so my dad was able to open up because I think just like, I mean, it just depends how you're raised. He didn't have the confidence to say what he saw. And so I think it took me to really, that 8-year-old Mighty, to say something. And then years later, like 20 years later, for it to be brought back to surface. So I think it just made me feel, I don't know, I guess like I'm not that crazy.
All of y'all, but forever on this path, you always feel crazy. Yes. Thing of like, what the hell?
I got to bug out because that was my client. She got off work early, so I got to go get her. So
have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
I'll be back here in a little bit.
Okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump off topic for just a minute while I'm thinking about it. Like I said, one brain cell keeping me alive through eclipse season and everything else. Did you get the article on Karen Dara? started and on morticianer work.
Did I get the article?
Yeah. Remember, you worked as, I believe it's a mortician assistant.
Oh, yes. When I was working at the cemetery.
Do you have them started?
No.
Can you start them?
Can I start? I'm sorry, I'm not following.
That's
Because
okay.
I can barely hear you. Like, it sounds really far, so I'm trying to...
Really? Okay.
Let me get
2
closer.
articles. That's okay. 2 articles. One on your time working at your cemetery.
Have I started them? Yes.
Okay.
I have.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Welcome to Marty's world. We're going on a ride.
I want you to write
Buckle
down
up.
that first bathtub psychic experience. I want you
What
to
about it?
write it all down.
Write it all down? Okay.
Yes.
So let me...
Because honestly, that is very unique and I love it. I love the fact that it was dealt with well and it was such a unique experience.
Yeah, and with my mother-in-law, obviously she was in hospice care here at the house. And again, I think the more I'm able to allow myself to just be, but there were times like where my son would say things or that he saw.
Yeah.
And instead of just like saying, no, she's not going to die yet, it's kind of like, I know. I mean, I'm trying to say that, with the kindness. It's just, I'm very bluntly honest there. But okay, so just like telling them like, no, that's okay. If that's what you saw or felt, like, okay, what do you want to do? What's going to make you feel safe? Like, does it feel bad? And again, it comes back to really paying attention to our whole being. When you have that gut feeling, I don't know, now I'm just like rambling, but it's all connected. And I think we just forget.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I actually saw, I had a very distinct vision of a friend of mine's husband dying. I talked to my dad and I was like, Dad, Jesus Christ, you've been doing this forever, what do I do? I don't really want to tell her. Do I have to? And he's like, no. Let it go. She does not need to hear this right now. You let it go. You can drop a hint by saying, wow, you guys need to spend a lot of time together tactfully or something, but you let it go because you know what? This isn't for you to talk about. I'm like, thank you. Because I did not want to deliver that news. But at the same time, Dad had had decades of dealing with it before I came along.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, honestly, I don't know about any of you guys, but I feel like it's really important to have that mentoring support there. Somebody who's already been walking on this track.
Most definitely. Yes.
A lot of kids don't have it when they come up with this stuff, and a lot of people, and it's part of the reason why I started up the shop and everything, and the podcasts and all that, and the magazines. But it's important to be able to ask these questions that are just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not a normal question. So, do die? Should I tell this? Damn. So, and what experiences do you guys have, if any, with mentors, and how did they help you out, and who were they?
I've had some great mentors in my time. One of my favorites is Catherine. She was like one of my first spiritual mentors, and she shaped me spiritually. She found me at my worst dark moment. She taught me Reiki, and she always told me I was meant to be a teacher. And she passed away. It was a year ago, this last June, but I now see her as one of my forever guides. She was such a beautiful light, and she was also a Christian. So a beautiful blend of spirituality and acceptance.
That's awesome. Em and Nicole, mentors.
The first one, now that I'm aware of this, was my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
She was Christian, but she was Oh, she was so much more. Like I love her and miss her every day, but I feel her with me. And ever since I was a child, I could smell, hear, like feel, see shadows. But if I asked someone else, they would look at me weird. So I feared that. So I blocked it out. Like I'm like, it doesn't exist. So I blocked it out. But when I blocked it out, the weird thing is that's when I also blocked out Jesus and God. Like I don't know. It was weird. I just blocked everything out.
Folded up the whole area and went, nope.
I just folded it up and I'm like, I can't do that. I'm fearing that. But then I met my niece Heather. She has a shop and she did Reiki on me, and she was there because growing up, I was the one that would ask the weird, odd questions that nobody would ask. And I still would get, I can't tell you that, Nikki. Shut up. Like, I just want to know the answer. Like, how does this work? Like, don't sugarcoat it and lie to me. I want to know, like, is there life after death? Is that, did the chicken come first or did the egg? But I had weirder questions that people thought I was strange. So I bottled that up too. I tried to mimic people around me so that they would like me and not be weird, Nicole.
No.
But after my niece did Reiki on me, I believe it was in 2022. That's when I began to peel back everything that I once thought was correct and relearned everything. Because I thought I was always right. Now, hell no, I'm not always right. I went to people and who were talking about things I was interested in, and I said, "Hey, I am very interested. I need to understand. So, can I have a conversation with you about this?" I've had her name's Jenna Pinkstone, and there's Harrison Meager. They are online. They're very good mentors. There's another one. I don't know his real name because he goes by Dharma, but he was all these people would reach out to me, and they would, without wanting anything from me, but a conversation, they would explain to me things so that I would understand, because I learn things differently.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit slow at learning because I need visualization. I can't read it. I have to read it, hear it, see it. Like, I have to do everything to experience. I want to experience it. If I can't experience it fully, I'm not going to understand it. Well, that's just how I work.
At a couple of my jobs, I was stuck into the mentorship role on the jobs. I went through the whole mentorship classes and everything like that. And one thing I will thank HP for forever is they put me through a mentorship thing that taught me people learn differently. Some are visuals, some are auditory, some they read it and do it. I forget the term now, but some are kinesthetics. They actually have to do it themselves. Mm-hmm. And then most people are a mix. My husband is a mix of auditory kinesthetic, so he has to hear and do. I'm a visual kinesthetic. I have to see it and do it. It's all visual for me. And you can tell me how to do something, okay, forever. You can literally sit there and give me incredibly detailed directions to a place. It'll be like, burr, 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 in my brain. It's just like, what? Yes, I will make it there somehow, But if I can see you do it, or if I can see it done and do it myself, I'm fine. It was so bad, I would literally have to walk the roads before I would drive them because it wouldn't plug in for me.
If we didn't have GPS today, I would still be walking around going, "Where the hell am I going?"
Yes,
don't tell me southwest, north. Just say, "Hey, this McDonald's at East 14th." Between there, I'm like, "Gotcha. I'll meet you there."
I'm a visual landmarks person too. I know. You go northwest. Okay, so is that this way?
So I'm like, is that by McDonald's or is that by Burger King? What direction is that in?
Apologize, ladies. I wanted to say this before it cuts me off because my power cord is not working again, so I'm gonna die.
Oh no. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on, Sheena. Jeez.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
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 But yes. it taught me a lot about different learning styles, which I actually really appreciated, because then when I started doing the classes, when I started doing the articles and everything else, it allowed me to understand that you just have to make the information available to as many types of learning styles as you can.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, M, tips and tricks for people that are dealing with more of a coming out of their shell experience when it comes to the psychic world.
I guess just learn how to use your own discernment. To set strong energetic boundaries would be another one. And really just trusting, again, like your inner knowing.
Now, when you talk about discernment, I want you to expand a little bit on that. Really get into it and describe how it is for you, discernment.
Oh, what's a good one? I just like to give examples because it makes it easier for me to try to explain it. I guess a good one would be, when you have like, oh my God, who was on here? The gentleman, I forgot his name. Earl, when he was sharing his story about he kept hearing the voice, and it's that moment like where the tragedy does happen, and you're like, oh shit, like oh shoot, I knew I was getting this message or whatever. But really just like it comes back to self, like knowing what a yes and no feels like that gut feeling. To if you don't feel like, I think another good one is like, and I mentioned like protecting, like setting that strong boundaries is just, again, that's part of your discernment of knowing what you're going to allow in, what you're not going to allow, to stand in your truest self, your authenticity.
So it's also working a lot with boundaries, right? Knowing when a boundary is crossed, knowing where to put a boundary,
yes,
and knowing what your boundaries are.
Yep.
That way you can feel that yes, no, almost like a pendulum or a dowsing rod.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't even know what to add to what she said because she said everything I was going to say.
I was going to say that's one thing about him.
They just have to know, like she said, you have to learn how your body reacts to no and yes. But
that's one thing I will say about him. She is really good at explaining things.
Yes, she is. Thank you.
That's because I was that kid that asked the questions. Like I'm sure a lot of mentors, and I'm like, are you sure like that's a spirit? Like how do we know?
Just know. You're going for chocolate.
But my dad would get so annoyed, like, here we go with her questions. But because people learn differently. Like it's kind of like when you think about, okay, so sage, for example, there's so many different types of sage, and my role is to like help people, to teach them like, okay, if you want abundance, use this sage. If you want to really cleanse everything, use this sage. So again, it's just because I think as humans, we just assume everybody knows. And again, that's why I just like to overcomplicate and over-explain things.
People don't know. No, I literally had a brand new intuitive come into my shop, buy something from an antique store, bring it into my shop to use for crystals without clearing or anything. And there was something attached. And I looked at her and I said, baby, what did you do? What happened here? Oh, well, they clean all their stuff, right? I'm like, they don't even clean it physically, let alone spiritually. What the hell? But she honestly believed that every single shop did spiritual cleansings on their stuff. And I'm like, no. And And then she believed that every metaphysical shop, she just took it for granted that they would clean it. And I'm like, okay, baby, we got to have a long ass talk about this. You know, I'm really glad. I don't know if you remember her or not, but Katie Walker, I'm really glad she was there. She's a Virgo. She's got a lot more patience than I do. So she was able to sit the girl down and just walk her through everything.
Yeah.
And I had her basically hold this girl and teach her how to clear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, for me, when somebody's being you know, that kind of thing where people are doing stuff that's, yeah, okay. Well, I lose my patience really, 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 really fast. And I'm like, it's like, and that's not really conducive to teaching somebody, especially somebody new. Katie, on the other hand, Virgo Rabbit, she held her hands and she walked her through everything, and she was very patient, and she explained really, really well. And I said, Katie, you know what? I know this has got to be a universal lesson. I'm so glad you're here. And she's looking at me like, yeah, yeah. You were going to call her a dumbass, weren't you? I'm like, maybe? No. Hello. Okay, fine. You know, but she's a good kid and everything like that. But it's just, yeah. No. Nobody else spiritually cleans their stuff. That's your responsibility, and you have to take accountability for it yourself. You know?
Yep.
Just because I do it in my shop, it's because I take the responsibility on myself, because also I don't want anything in my shop that should, you know?
I know.
Okay. There are plenty of metaphysical stores I walk into and I'm like, whoa, hello. Someone, okay, you know, you need more than sage.
You can feel the bad Jew shit. Sorry, shoot stuff. In some of those, you can feel like if there's some, like, I don't know how to say it. If it's bad intention energy, like, I don't know.
There's bad intention, there's hex work, there's negative spirits.
You can feel all that when you walk into them sometimes. If they don't, like you said, if you don't bless your place, you can, all that stuff, you can feel it all.
You have to bless it, to ward it, and then you always have to keep it clean. And sometimes even energy work isn't enough. You have to physically go around. One, you have to physically clean it, sweep out and vacuum and all that stuff. But you got to use your salt, your Palo Santo. For some people it's sage. I like Palo Santo. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a sage person. Okay. Palo Santo and cedar all the way. But sometimes pine, though. I really like pine. It gives a real sharp punch to anything that's going on. I'm like, you know, but there are times when you got to go and spray either holy water or some sort of mix of essential oils around to really just get it broken up and moved on. But if you're not doing that, and especially when you get any used secondhand merchandise, secondhand books, secondhand decks, secondhand fixtures, that stuff travels so bad. So and you have to clean it all before you walk it past your wards. So, you know, it's like, damn it. But there are a lot of shops, a lot of places, they deal in this stuff, but they don't know everything about it. And I see you rolling your eyes up. Yeah, I know, right?
It just, because you know how many messages I get from customers when they receive like their order, and they're like, I could just feel the loving energy in it. I've never felt this. And
you're like, what?
I know.
What?
So then, like, you know, if I shop online and, you know, just shop, and I could feel it, like, oh, yeah, they obviously didn't cleanse this. Like, you could just tell, like, it's in your face.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Weird question for both you and Nicole. Have you ever been on a big chain real retailer site and you're going down the listings of crystals and stuff, and you can actually feel it coming off the screen? It's like, no, this one, you know?
That's just like how you choose your pendulum. It kind of chooses you.
I was going to say it actually chooses you, but hey, you know.
Like Harry Potter and the wand. The wand chooses the person.
Yes, it does. The tool chooses the person.
Sorry, I love Harry Potter.
I know, I do too. It's awesome. Well-written book series too. But no, I remember a friend of mine, energy worker. She had a roommate that decided my shop was way overpriced and all that, and she could find a better deal anywhere. And you guys all know I'm about deals anyway, but she bought a selenite palm stone. Okay, now keep in mind, this is white selenite. White selenite is naturally clearing and charging, okay? She gave it to my friend, and my friend walked it to me, and she's like, what the hell happened to this? And I was feeling it over. I'm like, this feels very icky and kind of dead. And she's like, okay, I can recharge this and I can change this. But I'm like, well, you got to realize not all merchandise is the same. And a lot of people don't keep their stuff clean. They don't keep it blessed. They don't keep it healthy, I guess would be the best thing. You know, it's like selling half dead plants.
Yeah.
You know, it's
exactly.
like, where's your plant? It's been eaten by, I don't know what, it's died. That's okay. Take it anyway. It's the exact same as the other one. No, that one, that was, okay, I'll take it, I'll buy it, you know? But that was when I got the jolt of my life, because I didn't figure white selenite could ever really go bad. Turns out it can. So yeah.
You know, I think with going to the gym show, something I learned is you feel that as well. You know, it's like, oh, you could just tell, like, the money hungry. You could tell those who are there just to make money, and those who are actually, they're there to make money as well, but they're passionate about it.
Yes. You can tell. I don't want like to use the word fake, but you can tell the ones that don't want to do the work to actually help others. They just want to do the work to help themselves.
Yes.
Okay, these ones I'm gonna have to clean and bathe up when I get home. These are not, but these are cheaper, so I'll buy these. A little extra work. No, and lapidary shows, different stuff like that. Yeah, you can feel it all. And there are a lot when I come back. When I was buying a lot of crystals out there, I would come back and I would just set them all in selenite and tourmaline, and I would clean them all up and put some salt on them and give them some love, and they'd be all shiny and yay. What about, you know? But it's just, not everything is the same. Not every selenite is the same. And a lot of people get into this for a fast buck, and they don't realize, one, there ain't no fast buck in this, okay? Nobody getting rich. Sorry, guys, but no.
Yeah, if you're doing this for a living, you're not in it for the money. You're in it to actually. They are. I mean, but if you're in it for the right reasons, you're in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But it's just, you've got to really do the work to educate yourself, or come into it with an education.
Yep.
You know.
Or if you don't know something, don't act like you know it. Go find someone that knows it and learn it.
Yeah. Be like Maddie and ask all the questions.
Yes.
Yes. Question all the time. Oh,
And my husband, who's a Taurus, he's like, here we go.
Not again.
No, believe me, I get it. Yeah. Hey, I'm a Taurus too. But I also have a healthy respect for knowledge and questions. You know, it's just, I always say I'm very lucky with the field that I'm in and the work that I do, that I love research, because almost every branch of what I do, be it artwork, writing, this business, anything, it all needs copious amounts of research, including with spirit guides.
Yep.
One of my, I had a client, and he had a guide. Well, he has a guide. She's still with him. She came to me as a big brown bear, like a big brown bear. And she showed me this tartan plaid sash that she was wearing. I'm like, okay, you're Scottish. I got it. And she's like, kept pointing. I'm like, okay, all right. So I went and I looked up and I did all the research on all the tartan plaids. At one point, I could tell you what each and every tartan plaid meant. By the way, there are a lot of them, just so as y'all know. And I finally found the one she had pointed to. She had been a member of a Night's Watch organization over in the Highlands of Scotland. And yes, there were some female members in there, but very, very few. So yeah, but I had to do all that research to be able to give him an idea of what she was.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
It
Very
is.
interesting.
So, any other tips, tricks, anything you would want to give to the people watching, viewing, listening?
Just to iterate, do the work. Don't think someone else is going to do the work for you. You have to do the work. Just like you said, you can't sit there and give them a crystal and say, I can bless this for you every day or whatever, cleanse it. No, they have to do the work because it's not your job. Your job is to do for you.
Yeah.
It's like people need to just walk the walk and talk the talk. In a way. You know what I mean?
Kind of. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, it's been interesting. Now, next week is going to be about dealing with psychic self-doubt. Either of you ladies up for it?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was actually going to say something on that, and for some reason it's like, nope, it's not time.
No, that's next week. I got to thinking about it. I want to do a few of these topics before we head into spookier season, and then during that we're going to be doing the heavier topics like Ouija board safety, different stuff like that. So, but I wanted to get a few of the lighter topics to kind of thread through.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Nicole, are you in for either the Halloween Psychic Fair or the Season of Souls Psychic Fair, or both?
Me and Rick are in it for everything.
All right, then I will send you info.
Thank you.
Okay. Mari, I need a short bio from you, picture, and I also need an ad for your business.
Okay.
Remember, you did do a print interview that I'm going to put in issue number 2 of Celestial Imprints.
Oh, sounds good.
All right, but I need all that so as I can put it in there too.
Okay, by when do you need it? So I can just write this down right now.
Within the next week and a half.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, guys. I think I am going to hop off here and go make myself some soup.
Nice.
And is your name Mary or Mari? I'm sorry.
Mari.
So
kind of like a D, Madi.
Madi.
Yes, there you go.
Madi. I never end up pronouncing it right, so I call her.
Because Rick has a message for you, but I don't know if you're comfortable with me doing on here. So you can message me on Facebook if you want. Okay. I don't know if you want me to say it in here because I don't know.
Or
we're all curious.
Okay.
And now I'm curious.
We're all curious. What is it?
Rick just came down when you were talking about the setting boundaries, like things that you would tell people that aren't trusting their intuition and stuff. And he said that while you were talking, he's seen a 56 to 60-year-old man with his hair parted with dark rim glasses. And you know when he's around because you can smell his aftershave. And he was telling Rick to tell you to move forward and what you're telling others to do it yourself.
Nice.
Believe in your, like the topic for next week is dealing with self-doubt. You have to stop dealing with your self-doubt because you're where you're supposed to be. What you're thinking is true. You gotta stop doubting yourself.
Yeah.
Trust your instincts. That's from Rick.
This man is actually my great grandpa. So his name is Papa Trino, Trinidad in English. And I work with him closely now, as well as his daughter, which is my grandma, who is my gatekeeper. So it's just very interesting that you say that, because as we were talking about mentors, I was thinking like, who's the best mentor? And it was him, because I remember towards the end, he was blind, and I had really long hair. And he was known to be the shaman. He would do like these energetic cleansings, these egg cleansings, these, all this medicine. And the more that I thought about who is a good mentor, I immediately thought of him, because if it weren't for him and allowing himself to use his own inner magic, my grandma would have never taught my mom how to use herbs or how to tap into that divination.
Yep.
So
when you get in those moments when you are doubting yourself, just close your eyes and think of him.
Because I was doubting because of the whole retreat. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but we're doing this.
Stop doubting
I was
yourself.
doing that this morning.
No,
My husband's like, why are you doubting yourself? It's okay. You got this. I'm like, oh, do I?
That's what sucks is we are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst critics. Even if we already know we're not to doubt ourselves, we're still like, we still do it. But we need to hear it from other people so we know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Quick comment, Lydia Robles. Hello, ladies. I'm a new subscriber. Yay! Hi, Lydia.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming in. If you have any psychic experiences yourself that you would like to discuss, or any questions for the two lovely ladies, let me know. But that's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you. That's exactly what I've been working on all week. Like, okay, I know the message is going to come, but right now my emotions are just like everywhere, and let's throw grief and all this other stuff going on. So, yeah.
So it came through a different source.
Mm-hmm.
And also he wanted to make sure to say, hey, I was your mentor too. Don't forget about me.
I know he was.
And also Rick just added Rick just added that when you go to bed at night, maybe like get this in this routine. When you go to bed tonight, and clear your head and just remind yourself what struggles and sacrifices and suffering you yourself had to go through to be where you are today. Because everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry. I was going to cry, but I got to stop. But yes.
Well, so just a little background story. When I was 17, I wasn't really in a good space. So I was incarcerated and sent to prison for 5 years of my life. So a lot of that it stole a lot of my identity. And just, so that's probably the emotions that you're feeling.
Whoa.
It's just, yeah.
Cute grandbaby. Adorable grandbaby. Hi, grandbaby.
And she just woke up.
That is so cute.
Oh.
Absolutely adorable. I miss mine being that small.
Me too. That's why I'm like, you want grandma to hold you? Come on over. I'll hold you.
That's awesome.
All right, ladies. I guess I should get off.
Actually, I think I'm going to hop off altogether. Hello, grandbaby. I will see y'all next week.
Yes.
It's very nice
Sounds
meeting
good.
you. And thank you for trusting me to show up tonight. I needed this.
100%.
Thank you.
And you were able to deliver a message that was needed.
Yes. Yes. I wasn't. Rick was, but Rick don't want to get on camera. He said next week he'll be here. He'll be ready. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Thanks for coming
Bye.
on.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all. Bye. Okay. All right. Good guest. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for watching. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. And if there's anything you would like to hear about, let me know. And if there's anybody who would like to be a guest, forward me their information. I would love to hear from them. All right. See y'all next time on the Psychic Roundtable next week when we discuss dealing with psychic self-doubt. Now let's see if I will be able to get the end credits going. Hold on here. Bear with me.